What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Mentor Up for another video. If you haven't already, please take the time to hit the like, hit the subscribe button, because it'll really help out the channel. And also hit the notification bell as well so that you can get updated when I come out with another video. So anyway, let me get right into it. So I really wasn't going to really talk about Halloween like that. And I know I did a video talking about Halloween already, but I want to take the time to go in a little bit deeper about no one really should celebrate Halloween or why I don't celebrate Halloween. I never really celebrated Halloween as a kid. I thank God I haven't. There was some times where I did go out. I never really dressed up. And even when I kind of like stepped away from God and the Bible and all this stuff, I really didn't just celebrate Halloween like that either. Sometimes I did go out a couple times to a couple Halloween parties or whatever, but even still, it was like I just did not belong. It was like I did not even fit. Like, even though I was living my life the way that I kind of wanted to without God. And so now, you know, much later and I'm much older, I am much patient, and God is showing me a lot of wisdom and understanding, spiritual wisdom, spiritual understanding. I really see what Halloween for really what it is. And really, Halloween is a day where people get to see what people meditate on, what people are thinking of, what's on their mind. And I really got to make a video about this because I keep saying that the mind is connected to the spiritual realm 100% of the time, whether people understand this or not. When we receive our thoughts, the things that we received, our thoughts, they are coming from the spirit realm. We take thought and we receive from the spirit realm. And truthfully, really, not every thought that you have is really your thought. They're not really your own thoughts. You can have godly thoughts, or you can have demonic thoughts. It's almost like the little angel, the little demon, the little angel on the shoulder kind of type of situation going on. I know cartoons like to portray that, but essentially it's kind of what it is. So you have to be able to decipher, is this godly signals that I'm receiving from, or is this demonic signals that I'm receiving from? And I really try not to be cliche, but so let me get into Halloween, right? So Halloween is a holiday where you get to see what people are meditating on. And so there's different spirits associated with Halloween. Halloween is a very, very dark holiday. Bible says all is vanity and vexation of spirit. Everything in this life is a vexation of a spirit. So when you look at Halloween, it's darkness. Darkness is a spirit in itself. You have murder, you have witchcraft, you have fear. When we live everyday life, no one wants to experience murder. Like, no one wants to see murder, right? But then here we are having a holiday where someone will literally display a murder scene in the front of their house, and people think this is okay. Now, let's say in everyday life, you know, because this is not a perfect world that we live in, people die and people kill. Killing is not normal. I don't care, you know, it's just not murder is not a normal thing. Innocent death is not a normal thing. So you have murder, right? But then you also have something called premeditated murder, meaning the murder attempt was planned, it was meditated on before it was carried out. So now, if we look at Halloween, where you have people who are displaying premeditative murder in their minds, they're showing you what's in their mind. They're showing you what they are pondering or what they are receiving. Well, let's say there's your individuals who dress up like Mario and Luigi or something like that, or they dress up like a pretty little princess or something like that, and they just want the candy, right? So let's say you walk up to a house and you got this gruesome, you got this chainsaw, bloody chainsaw, you got skulls. Skulls is the spirit of death also. So there you go, spirit of death. And you just got this gruesome, murderous scene in front of this house. And so they got the candy on the front porch, and in order to get that candy, you gotta walk up to this house. You got either one or two options here to choose. You can either go up to that house, or you can either walk away. But if you walk up to that house, you are in agreement to whatever they put on display there. Meaning, if you walk up to it, that means you are accepting going up and saying, this house is good enough for me to walk up and receive this candy. Pretty much, you are in agreement. You are walking that same path. Or you can look at the house and be like, oh my gosh, like I do not agree with this. This is just too much. And like, you can just walk away, right? And they don't get your agreement. And really the price of your agreement is a candy bar. That's the price of your agreement to participate, or even just to say, you see this gruesome stuff in front of my house? You know, we need your agreement. And if for your agreement, in exchange, we'll give you a candy bar. It's just really weird. Most people don't really even understand the power of agreement. Most people are blind to what they give their agreement over to. And so, you know, some people be like, oh, you know, I'm not doing no wrong. You know, I'm just in it for the candy or whatever. Or I'm in it for the fun. But while you're in it for the fun, you are in agreement to witches. You are in agreement to death. You are in agreement to the spirit of fear. You are in agreement into murderous, bloody, gory scenes sometimes. Almost said zombies. And this is what your people are giving their agreement to. I remember one of the Migos one year ended up passing away. I believe it was right after the celebration of Halloween, the day after. And people were really upset. I believe it was, I can't recall. I don't want to get the name wrong. It was either Takeoff. I believe it was Takeoff. He ended up passing away. Day right after Halloween. And people were just devastated. People were upset. People were like, why? How can this happen? Whatever, blah, blah. And no one really knows too sure what happened. There was some saying that, someone shot a gun, whatever, blah, blah. I'm not too sure. But he ends up passing away. People were devastated, right? Right after Halloween, right after people just got done celebrating death and meditating on death and meditating on murder, meditating on fear. Literally, and then the day after, people get upset about one of their favorite artists passing away, one of their favorite Migos passing away. That does not make sense. God is not the author of confusion. Whatsoever you sow, that shall you reap. If you're sowing death, murder, fear, darkness as a nation, that is what you're going to get in return. So I could just never really understand that weird time. Actually, let me share something, because I actually written some on my Instagram, and I'll share it, and I'll end the video off with this. So I think I said, I don't even know when Takeoff got shot, because I written this post on Halloween. It says I posted it on October 31st of 2022. So I'm gonna read this post. Halloween reveals who is okay with witchcraft and who has death and murder on their minds. Halloween reveals demons that plague the minds of people who are in agreement with them in their hearts. It's weird to me how people celebrate a holiday that glamorizes death, killing, and blood, but then turn on the news and be upset at a senseless murder / killings, wondering why such things happen. People reap what they sow. So that's what I want to end off this video with. Thank you all for coming. Peace and God bless. Take it easy. I'll see you next time.